Well, when I went to take the little drain on the filter loose, it was so tight that it was actually moving the whole cup. So I just switched over to the cup and the big one, an extension, and I'm just gonna take the whole thing loose. Welcome back, party people. We're out here in the driveway. It's actually not bad today. It's like 40 degrees. I'm doing an oil change for a friend of mine, Olivia. This is her Lexus RX350. RX350. Yes. And if you didn't know, the reason it's a 350 is this is a 3.5 engine. 350Z is a 3.5, 370Z. A lot of your Japanese companies do that. So it's not always true, but it's pretty true. I'm going to do it the easy way today. I'm going to do it with my suction pump. But whenever I get under the car to do the oil filter, I will show you where the drain plug is at and what size it needs. So I've got the car warm. I'm going to put my pump in, get it working, and then I'll move under the car. Hopefully I can do this without jacking it up, I think, and get that filter changed. I will tell you, you need it is 6.4 quarts. So she got 6, so I'm just going to dump a half a quart that I had laying around here in it. I don't recommend doing that, but I didn't know it was 6.4. And then also you will need a special tool to take the filter off. These are weird filters. Most cars that take what I call a cartridge filter, where it's just the element in like a canister, have like a 19 millimeters thing on top. You can use a socket. These take this special wrench. There's 2 of them. There's one like this, and there's one that has like teeth that go up. It said this was the right one, so you will need one of these and just a 1/2 inch ratchet or breaker bar or whatever to take it loose. So I'll get under there. I think there's a door that allows the filter to come down, so I'll walk you through all that. But I'm gonna get a coat. It is a little bit chillier than I thought. I'll show you guys something. Like I said, I'm doing this for a friend, and she said, hey, I need an oil change. I said, yeah, just get the stuff, I'll do it, make a video about it, we'll call it even. She said, okay, there's an Advance by my house, I'll go get the oil. So she went in and said, hey, I've got a whatever RX350 I need, whatever it takes. So the guy only gave her 6 quarts. It takes 6.5, whatever, no big deal, okay? But the other issue is 5W30 right there on the cap, okay? And that is what I Googled it, and that is what it says it takes. It said somewhere else on here, I saw it, but whatever. But the problem is OW20. So thankfully I have some 530 in here right there. I bought a case of 530 mobile. So what I'll do is I'll just put these, use this in Olivia's car, keep that jug, and then we'll call it square. Underneath the car here, you'll have this little panel. It's 2 tins. I've already broke them loose. Okay. And then the little panel comes down. Okay. Put your 2 bolts on your panel so you don't lose them. Push it out of the way. Underneath here, you will have this little cap. Okay, if you notice, this cap has this little right here. What you do is you can take that loose and it will drain all the oil out of the filter. That's just like a 3/8 or 1/2 inch, I can't tell. It's 3/8 probably. And then what you do is you take that little tool, I showed you that little cup. That little cup will go, just goes over that. You put a 1/2 inch in there and take it loose, and then the filter comes down. So I'm going to get a drain pan. I'm going to take that loose, do it the right way, let the oil drain out, put it back. There should be an O-ring in there we can change, and then we'll do this cup. Well, when I went to take the little drain on the filter loose, it was so tight that it was actually moving the whole cup. So I just switched over to the cup and the big one, an extension, and I'm just going to take the whole thing loose. The bad thing about doing this under the car is it's hard to fit me with a socket and a drain pan, so I'm probably going to spill some oil. I would recommend putting this on ramps if you're going to do this. All right, it is extremely loose. That's out of the way. We'll try and go to just my hand. Let that drain for just a sec. Real quick, Steve and I appreciate you watching this video. We hope it helps you get this job done today. If you can take a second of your time and hit that like and that subscribe button. It helps us make more videos like this, and the more these videos I get to make, the less I have to go to my day job, so appreciate it. Filter's out. Filter's out. I let it drain till it was nothing, and when I pulled it out, I dumped it over into the drain pan. There will be some oil in here. Like I said, there are 2 cups. There's that one. Set you down here and show you what I'm talking about. So you see how this has these teeth? The other cup they make actually goes up and cups onto that. Mine just goes right there. So it works. I think one of them is labeled a 64 millimeter, one of them is labeled like a 67. But there are, when you buy your oil filter, there are 2 O-rings in here. The little one. The big one is that guy. The little one is that guy. Like I said, that's so tight I couldn't get it loose. It was taking the whole cap loose, so I'm not going to mess with the little one today. And then there is a valve in here too. I don't know where that valve goes because it's not in here. The other thing I noticed today too is this oil filter looks different than that oil filter. So I'm wondering if they gave us the wrong oil filter. So that is the right oil filter. There's your part number. I double checked it on the Advanced website. What I'm going to do, I got this little hook. You can do this with a flathead or whatever. I'll change this O-ring out real quick. Just what I do is I just pinch it and it will come loose. Get this off. Ta-da! Put that in there. Put this here. It goes. There's a groove right here. You can see. Okay. Okay. Make sure not here. Here. There's 2 grooves. If it goes there, it's too big. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, put the filter in. Like I said, this one has a plastic end on it. That one doesn't. I think this is the OEM Toyota one. She said the last time she had it done, it was done dealer. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a little bit of oil. Since this goes in vertical, not horizontal, I'm going to put a little bit of oil in here, preload it a little bit, then we'll start adding oil on top. We'll be done. This was simple. All right. Boop. Okay. So I got the filter back on. Recommendation I make is put the filter on, but don't put that little door on until you get started and make sure there's no leaks, because you don't want to put that door on and not be able to notice a leak. So now we'll put 6.4 quarts in, start it, and go from there. Start putting some oil in. We have 6.5. I know it takes 6.4, but I put 6.5 in. I used a half a bottle of the 020 high mileage I had. I grabbed it and dumped it in before I realized. I was like, oh, whoops. So whatever, it'll be fine. It'll come out in the wash. So I used all 6 of those. Like I said, I used a half of that. Made sure I put my cap on. I got the cup off. The filter's tight. I got a drain pan under it. We will start it. Check for leaks, and then I will figure out how to reset the maintenance light. Okay, it already sounds better, and plus power steering. Waiting for Perry. So make sure we have no leaks. No leaks. Sweet. Pull my drain pan out. And I will put that little cover back on.